Hello, this is Global Financial Data's demo on the events in time. First, I'm going to log in and I'll share with you a little bit about what the events in time is used for. So, as many of you know, Global Financial Data is a data provider that specializes in long-term historical, financial, and economic data. Most of our clients are either economists or they work in the financial industry. And it's been a number of years since they've had history or a lesson in history. And it's been a number of years since they've forgotten a lot of it too. And so over the years, our chief economist has realized that a lot of our clients know the finance behind the data, but often lack the history or knowledge of the history. And so what we've done is we've created a database that we call the Events in Time. The Events in Time contains 83,000 events starting from the year 1 up until basically yesterday. And it's just a compilation of a number of events that have occurred that may have had an impact on financial markets. So one example that I often give comes from the GF database. If you take a look at some of the data in our exchange rate data, if I search by country, you can see a little bit about what I'm talking about. I'm going to grab this ticker and I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to do the USD DEM, which is the German Deutschmark per US dollar. And I'm going to graph it. And so one thing that you'll notice when you take a look at the graph is that there's this huge spike that occurs in the 1920s. And so people thought that there was something wrong with the data, and they used to email us or call us up and ask us, I don't know, there's something wrong with the data. It looks like maybe there was a stock split, or I don't know, there's something weird happening. What's going on there? Well, there's nothing weird happening in the data at all. This is just hyperinflation from Germany in the 1920s. And so if you're unaware of what was happening at this time, you could then utilize our events in time to get a better understanding for the event that was causing that. And so here, if you scroll your mouse over, you'll see somewhere in around 1921 is really when this event started to take off and sort of started to level off right around 1923. So now if I go to our events in time database, and if I filter out the search by country, I can then take a look at the various events that have occurred throughout Germany from 1921 to 1923. And so here, German inflation pops up as one of the events that comes up. Now, it's not intuitive in the sense where you can click on it and it'll take you on to learn a little bit more about what occurred or why the inflation occurred, but at least it gives you an understanding as to why the data are acting the way they are. So that gives you a better understanding on what the events in time does. So I can also share with you a little bit more on how you can further use the events in time. So here you've got filter by topics. And so here are the topics on the right. So you'll notice that inflation is one of the topics that we've got. And so if you scroll and filter by inflation, you can then search all the different inflationary events within Germany, and it's just that one event that occurs. So that is a brief introduction to Global Financial Data's events in time. If you have any questions on how to use it or have any questions on our subscriptions, please feel free to reach out. We can be reached at sales@globalfinancialdata.com or area code 949-542-4200. Once again, that's 949-542-4200. Thank you very much.